guys, welcome to my channel with Azzy. Whew, it sounds very weird to actually say that because I haven't said that in a very long time. Um, so welcome to the new subscribers and to the return subscribers. Sanibonani ninjani. Ngaze ngandithanda oh yazi. As inconsistent as I am, my hand is shaking because I've got the short tripod. I'm shooting with the short tripod, so yeah, that's why my hand is kind of like shaking. I don't have support under my arm, that's why. Okay, so a lot has been happening in my life. Let me just give you guys an update. A lot has been happening in my life. I was just now telling some people of mine on my WhatsApp that I think because this is the start of August, the day today is the 3rd of August. I saw a post or a video by Umpumili Dwaba where she was talking about how she had lost herself and how she tried to kind of like fix everyone around her but not herself. And it takes really a great person to realize that yes, there's some work that needs to be done within me before I can start fixing everyone else, or before I can start saying that I'm fully capable, I'm fully fit to be able to help other people. And this is not to say only like spiritually, mentally, but like in all dimensions of life. I think we all just strive to be better people every day, and we want to be those type of people. And it takes work, it takes a great deal of work. And most of my friends will be like, yo, but you're the most confident, you're the most this, that. But the confidence with came about with a lot of defensiveness. So I was at a point, or I am at a point where I can never see myself do wrong. I'm that confident because I will defend myself whether I'm wrong or whether I'm not wrong. I'm not, whether I'm wrong, whether I'm right, I will defend myself. And it is a toxic trait that I'm trying to unlearn. It is a toxic pattern that I'm trying to unlearn. And I think being in companionship, having a partner, romantic partner, and having these platonic friendships and relationships, it makes me realize how toxic I can get. It's to a point where I don't want anyone else telling me how to live my life, how I look, um, how I am speaking to people. And it's just a lot. It's a lot. I'm letting you guys in a conversation that I don't like having. I don't like speaking about my personal encounters when it comes to relationships, because I always try to respect the other people and respect their views on what happened in their relationships. So that's where we're gonna end it. That's where you're gonna end it. I'm very much unable to communicate in an effective manner. I learned in the past few days that I'm a passive aggressive communicator. I've got I've got moments where I'm just like I break down, and I've got moments where I'll break down. Something will happen in my mind, like I'll break down and I'll be very angry and I'll be very aggressive in my communication. And then 2 days down the line, I rethink it and I'm like, oh, but you didn't approach that situation well. How about you go again and try and communicate? And I expect that the other person will be able to understand and will give me a chance. And it doesn't work like that. You can't aggressively communicate to someone about certain things and expect them to understand where you're coming from, because what is coming out more is your emotions and not what you're trying to say. And I'm trying to unlearn these patterns. It's things that I'm really, really trying to unlearn. And but I think I need to first focus on myself before I can learn how to communicate with other people. I need to learn how to communicate with myself first. I need to learn um how to how to not passively, but how to effectively communicate with myself, how to effectively be able to point out what is wrong, what am I doing wrong, how am I saying certain things, how are they coming across, and so that I'm able to sustain more relationships. I feel for my friends, really. The friends that I have now, I do believe that they here because because they choose to be here every day without fail. They choose to be around me. They've decided that I am good for their lives. So because I know September, from, if you listen to Mpumile Dwala and all of that and all of the ladies, you know, there's a wellness month, like a wellness month. I think it's September if I'm not wrong. So I am choosing to start now in August, because you begin a work within yourself when you feel ready, when you are ready to face the unhealthy bits about yourself, the not so beautiful bits about yourself. You have to kind of like choose when to start and stick to it. So I have literally got like a lot of items that I bought that I felt like were necessary with my journey. So to start off with, I had thought about even going and like cleaning my car, but I woke up this morning and I didn't even have a cup of tea. I just decided, let me do my laundry. I hand washed my things. It's very therapeutic for me. I realized when I was hanging my clothes that, oh, I actually like this. Like when I was young, it felt like it's being forced upon me, you know, but now it's like, oh, I can just choose to do my laundry and I feel good about it, and the clothes smell good. I like this journey. But let's just get straight into it. I started at Chinatown because I know that they have this other shop that sells like good diaries with nice beautiful pens. So I went onto the shop and I had a budget. I had a budget of 1.1 because I had to put in some petrol and I had to then like start getting these things. I hope my camera doesn't fall over. But anyway. So I got this diary. So I just want to diarize all my plans like for this month, my goals. They're going to be very short goals, things that I can acquire within a space of like a week, and very measurable, very timely things that I can acquire within this week, and more me based. I think this month is going to be just me based. But isn't this cute? Isn't this cute? Like, I like the pen, guys, and I only got it for like 60 rand. Let me just focus. I only got it for like 60 rand. Sorry, I keep on like doing it out of focus, but anyway, that's the diary. Why am I dark? Wakai. Thank you. And then, okay, this was very unnecessary, but I didn't have like a bag where I could put all my underwear and my socks and my, you know, like bras and stuff. So I thought, let me get this basket, and I think I'm gonna put it like in a hanger, and then I'm just gonna throw in all my things. Then I'm gonna use it as that. Hope it's gonna be effective because I don't like buying things that I'm not gonna use. I'm trying to be savvy, but I got this for like 19 rand. For like 19 rand. I hope you guys can see that. So in total, I spent like 78 rand after I had bought my petrol, of course. So, and then I went to Pep. Is it Pep Home? Yes, I went to Pep Home and I got this yoga mat. Is it called yoga mat? Yes. Yoga exercise mat from Pep. Very light. I like it. So this one was 119 rand, 120 rand. Really love this color, love this mat. If you know, my bed background thing is gray, so I really love gray, especially for like home stuff. And I bought this Balance Revitalize Your Home fragrance thing from Pep. It's a diffuser, nothing, a diffuser. It's a diffuser and it costed me 50 rand. I really don't know how it smells because I haven't tried to smell it. Yeah. How do you open this? Okay, I'm gonna check it later, but I hope it smells good. It's a lemon and vanilla reed diffuser. So I bought 2 diffusers because I was planning one to be in my room and the other one to be in like in the lounge area. So I think the bigger one is going to be in the lounge because it needs to cover like a lot of space. This rose is making me think that I was supposed to actually buy myself roses, but I got this for like 30 rand. I wanted to get more. I just wanted to grab more and more and more. Then if you know me, I'm a big fan of like oils and yeah, tambies. Love being shiny, love feeling revitalized and all of that. So I went on to buy this brand La Lab. My cousin sister Onospiwa used to like promote for La Lab, and she brought me these like sachets where it was like oil, but like it was so good, guys. It made my skin feel so good. So I was like, hey, let me just try this La Lab cocoa butter oil. I'm tearing the container, yo. Yeah, so this is how it looks like. So I thought, let me try it out. They also say that it reduces stretch marks somewhere. Or is this the one? I don't know. But there's one that says like it reduces stretch marks. Yeah. Yes, it says it reduced the appearance of stretch marks. I don't have much stretch marks, but I do love a good stretch marker reducer. And then obviously your fave, the Bramley Magnolia tissue oil. You guys know this one. Love this one so much. And I went on to get this fragrance oil, essential oil, 3 times 10 mils. So I think each one is 10 mils from Pep, right? So this one is a perfume oil. When I read at the back, it says add approximately 3 to 4 drops of essential oil to warm water in your boil burner or diffuser or humidifier. So I have a humidifier that I got from a colleague of mine at work that I bought from her. So I want to use it for that. I really want my place to smell refreshing, like smell really good. I'm thinking also that I'm going to add some of these. There's a lily one, there's a gardenia, I don't know. Then there's a sweet osmanthus. So I'm probably gonna add the sweet osmanthus, a few drops here in this diffuser. In this one I'm gonna add the gardener one, and then in my gardenia, and then in my humidifier I'm probably gonna add the lily one, and I'm gonna just like let it flow and revitalize the whole place. Okay, and then I went on to get this La Lab body bath scrub. It's very important for me to exfoliate, so I'm hoping this will be like a bit of like I didn't even read what it contains. Yeah, but it's for exfoliation. So they want you to apply on body, use circular motions for exfoliation. Okay, perfect. Sodium chloride. Okay, I don't like some things here, but I'm not gonna mention. It's okay. But I got all of that. Let me just see. 1, 2. How many items? Where's the total number of items that I bought? It should say. Okay, but anyway, here it says it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with the plastic bag. Okay, sure. So I bought everything for $3.67. So it's really not expensive. Like it's a good amount, you know, considering that I actually bought like the diffusers as well. So it's a good amount. I went to Sheet Street to actually get me like those continental pillows because I gave mine to my brother. But they were like 300 rand for 2, and I was just like, I'm not prepared. This was not within my budget. I have to stay within budget. Then I went on, guys, Discam is a trap. Oh, Siam, Discam is such a trap. But I went to Discam. Oh, another thing that I forgot to show you that I bought from Pep red tag gang, boo, 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 boo. So I got these resistance exercise loops, right? So they've got 5 assorted. Isn't their bag cute? Love it. So that you don't lose your things. So I've got these bands. They said it's 5. They probably bent over. Yes, they are. So it's 5 assorted. So I've got like, there's a black one, a red one, there's a yellow one, there's a blue one, and there's a green one. So yeah, guys, these resistance bands, they're actually gonna help me with my knee, because as some of you might know, I got a knee dislocation from when I was working as a ComServe sister. I got a dislocation while I was like busy delivering someone's baby, you know. So yeah, my knees actually ached up at this point. Then I went to Discam. At Discam I went to go get something that your faves were talking a lot about, the likes of coffee, what is it, coffee milk something. I'm gonna put her handle down here, or her Instagram, her she's a self-care queen, coffee no milk something, yeah, something like that. Oh, I haven't watched YouTube in a long time, so I just forgot her name. I haven't been watching a lot of people's content. I think I've been only watching like court cases, the Senzo Moyiwa case. I am watching that thing like my life depends on it. Honestly, I don't know why. But I watched her once, and she had Snee on her channel. I think you guys should check that video out. They were talking about like their bathing or showering routine, what do they use and all of that, and they really not promoted only, but spoke very well about this exfoliating stretch cloth. It's from Clean Logic, and it's like stretchy, and I really found a color that I like, which is gray. They had quite a few left over at Discam, but I had heard of Snee and coffee no milk, I think. Yes, I heard them very well. They were like, this one tops, so I went to go get it, and it costed me around 60 rand. Let me just check. Yes, I do have my Discam receipt, which is important to have. It's like 70 rand, so I got it for 70 rand, 70 bucks. And my budget at Discam was like 150, and that's it. Like, I'm not going above that. But yeah, I did go above that, but I only went above by 50 rand. I'm not proud of that, but I need to work on it. So I got this. Ooh, I'm so excited to use this, guys. You guys don't understand. Then I got one pure soap, which was like 23 rand, right? Then I went on to get these 2 baddies. If you know me, you know I love lip therapy. I will buy it like every day, all day, anytime, literally. They are 16 rand. They're so expensive now. They used to be like 10 rand back in the DZ. Now they're like 16 rand, close to 20 rand each. Then I bought this body mist. My friend Wendy, she really is fussy about, like, I don't know, like skincare and all of that. So one time I accompanied her to actually go buy stuff for her getaway, and she bought the same brand. I don't know if you can focus, but it's called Good Stuff. She bought the same one, but I think she bought like a different flavor one. But she bought this body mist, and I was just like, girl, I've never thought of like playing in that, because I also just avoid things that are like having scent, but I love smelling good. So yeah. And I also wanted to get this other roll-on thing, but I'm gonna tell you guys later about that. When I get it, I'm gonna show you guys. Then I got these baddies hair rollers, because how much were they? 39 rand, 40 rand. Because I had intended, I wanted this to be a French curl thing, but the fiber that I bought was not giving, so I ended up plaiting everything, and then I'm choosing to kind of like make curls down there. So I'm gonna do that maybe Monday or Tuesday when I do get the chance. Today is Thursday. I don't have the energy for it. Friday, Saturday, Sunday I'm working. Monday, Tuesday I'm also, I'll probably do it like Monday, or yeah, Monday, because Sunday I'm going to meet a couple of friends after work. So yep. Then last stop, which was not planned, I have to admit, I went to Mr. Price because I wanted to get like some cute pajamas, and I was really contemplating this decision because I do have a lot of these items, and yeah. But then I ended up putting back the pajamas because if you don't know, I do sell stuff from time to time, and so I have pajamas, silk pajamas that were left over. You know, you just want to get yourself into like silk quality and feel like a soft babe that you are, you know, after having like a good bath and all of that. So I decided, you know what, let me not get the pajamas because I already have, and I'm trying to save money. I'm trying not to use a lot of money. So I then went on to purchase this tights in a size small. So I went to purchase these tights. I don't know if they're gonna fit. I'm hoping that they're gonna fit these tights because the tights that I already have are kind of like open here for some reason. I think my love handles bit through the tights. I don't know what happened, but I got these like crisscrossed tights happening. They are red axe. Yeah, you know what? Oh God, if I had a way to just like not see Mr. Price, I wouldn't have gone in. But I got them. It's a red tag. As you can see, I got them for 100 rand. Was quite happy to actually get them for that price. And then when I went to the till, well, I do need this in my defense. This is a single cord but 3-cord like multi-charger thing, you know, which I feel like I really need because yo, I have been going through a lot with my charger. Like, I'm always scared that my phone mustn't switch off, because if it switches off, I'm not sure if this charger is going to charge my phone. So yeah, so I ended up actually going to getting this charger. I saw it from one of the patients at work, and I was like, where did they purchase it? They said they purchased it at Mr. Price, and I was like, okay, cool. Then I went, and it's actually 79 rand. So at Mr. Price I spent 170, 180 at Mr. Price. I did not purchase a bag. I used this one bag for everything, the bag from Pep. Hi guys, so today is Friday and I'm officially off for the weekend. It's been a lot. I haven't picked up a camera in like so many days after I did my first vlog. I went to like purchase things and I showed you guys what I purchased. I haven't had the chance to like pick up my camera and, you know, just vlog or talk to you guys, as I want you guys to be part of this journey as well. I could not pick up my camera because there was a taxi strike in Cape Town, which really affected a lot of us. I was lost off on Thursday last week, which was the day that I actually shot the video. Then I had to work the weekend, and I had planned that I would then Monday and Tuesday try and figure out my gym stuff, you know, in terms of like registering myself for gym. But I couldn't do that because Monday I kind of like rested the whole day, and then Tuesday my manager asked me to go in and work because my colleagues could not make it to work due to the strike. So we worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday, off Monday, worked Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So today's Friday and I'm officially off. I can't believe it. And also the strike has now like been like they resumed back to their duties on weeks. So things are quite weird. Things are quite off, you know. So I've been tired. I've been trying to journal every day. I think that's the one thing I've been consistent in. And also just taking care of myself, you know, like my skin with all the products that I got. Today was the first day that I actually used the cloth, the exfoliating cloth. Yeah, so it's been how many days? It's been 8 days since I last picked up the camera. Yeah, it's been a full week of so many emotions of just like so many thoughts. And I was like listening to YouTube as well and listening to some conversations, you know. And every time I write something, I just feel so good. And I don't know, I'm not gonna say revived or anything, but like I just feel like there's a load that has just come off, you know. And also I kept like making references to like Bible verses and stuff. And my phone also is quite helpful because it's got the I Am app. I don't know if you guys know about it. Let me just check and see if I can show you guys without Okay. Sorry, I just read something. Let me just clear these. So there's something called I Am. So this is the last text that I got from my I Am message. I don't know, it's not clear. But it reads, I'm strong enough to rise above my negative thoughts. You know, so I will like ponder on that, you know, the whole day, even if I'm at work, because the first I Am is at around 6:30 in the morning, and then I get another one during the day, like maybe 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Then I get another one when I'm about to sleep. And you know, I've been just trying to like speak positive things upon myself, go over my plans, grade my priorities, you know, which one is more important, which one is less important. And as you know, like if you do want something, it's about sacrifice, it's about putting in the effort, and yeah, and like working on that thing again and again and again and again. And I think that's exactly what I've been doing. I am also kind of like studying, so it has not only been like work, come back and journal, but it's been having to also like do my schoolwork from time to time and do my submissions, which has been good, you know. Yeah, today I'm feeling a bit under the weather, and I've tried to like cheer myself up. As you guys know, it was like Women's Day yesterday. No, not yesterday. Today is the 11th, so it was on Wednesday, and I was working, and I was quite tired. I don't think that I honestly had like anything to say, or yeah, I just thought, okay, it's Wednesday, that's that, you know. And I was working, so I was just quite drained. Today's Friday. I'm feeling a bit under the weather. I would really appreciate like a drive to the beach and back. I'll probably go to like Musenberg or something. I'm just thinking about it for now. I'm contemplating. I'm very tired. I have been avoiding driving because I'm extremely tired. There's a muscle behind my leg that is like quite painful every time like I change gears or try to accelerate. So I haven't been having a lot of fun with driving lately. Yeah, I'm feeling okay. I have tried to kind of like journal how I feel. Sometimes it's so difficult to tap into how you feel, and hence the miscommunication, hence being unable to understand myself, and furthermore other people not being able to understand me, you know. Yeah, and I had my friend over since it was strike and she couldn't go home, so I had her over here from last week, I think Friday or Saturday or Sunday, I'm not sure, I don't remember quite well. But yeah, tonight she's going back because the taxis have resumed back to like working. So yeah, we had a really good time. And yeah, make sure down below in the comment section, tell me, how do you take care of yourself, and how do you take care of your mental health, and how do you make yourself feel better? You know, it shouldn't be a thing that's like it's triggered by something else, but how we feel is always triggered by something. You know, it's always triggered by something, or like an instance that happens makes you feel a certain way. So just down below, tell me what triggers you, and not what triggers you, but how do you deal with triggers? How do you bring yourself back to yourself? You know, it's the first time I'm actually doing this because I've never thought to give my mental health a chance. You know, I've always been like, oh, you deal with something, you experience something, you just deal with it and move on, you know. And that's one of the negative effects that nursing has. Like, it desensitizes a lot of things because you don't have time to dwell on how you feel. You know, you have to keep on moving forward. Even if you see something that's traumatizing at work or whatever, you always have to just be professional and keep it moving. And that's the gist of it, you know. And it has really flown into my personal life where I don't know how to deal with emotions. I don't know. I lash out, you know. I lash out, don't know how to deal with emotions. And I kind of like react. Like, I don't know if there's something called underreact, but like, I kind of like underreact and then I overreact. If I'm making sense, but I kind of like feel something and then talk, maybe just give a glimpse of how it's making me feel, and quickly revert to being normal. And then down the line, I am, how can I put it? Like, I am totally destroyed by it, but I was never verbal about it. You know what I mean? And hi guys, so today is Sunday. It is the last day of like the complete week from the time when I started journaling and going upon this journey. Um, I've made so much progress. I'm not gonna lie. Today I'm feeling so much better. Yesterday was Saturday, and I woke up and I did some workouts, and I went home. You know, I went home. And when I did go home, I took my sister out on a little drive, and then we had a lunch, and we spoke. You know, and I was just, because she sent me like a WhatsApp telling me how she felt like I was not giving her the time of day, how she's always here for me and I'm never there for her. And I'm not gonna lie, she was right in everything that she said. And I don't know, I'm very, very much sorry towards her. I did tell her. And one thing about me, I was able to say, listen, I acknowledge how you feel, and you're truly right. And because it is what you feel, you know, and I respect that, and I want to do better towards you, you know. And it was such a wholesome lunch, you know. We had so much fun and we had so much talking, and for once I did not cry, you know. For once I did not cry. For once I owned up to my mistakes, and I tried, you know, to explain to her that, listen, it's my first time being a big sister. It's my first time being, you know, the, being uaziwe and having to do uaziwe, you know. And now suddenly I have to be in tune with my feelings as well. And there's going to be a lot of things that I'm going to kind of like not do well. Electricity just got back, so my phones are like going off, but I'm gonna put it off. And so we kind of like talked as sisters, and I was just like, oh, I love this relationship, so wholesome. And I asked that she may give me the space that I need, and I will give her the grace and the support that she needs from her big sis, from her friend, you know. So I am working on that. That's like amazing. She was just like, listen, I'm going to give you all the time that you need. I am going to be here for you, but I'm going to give you the space that you need at the same time, which I really do appreciate. I was just like, child. I am really appreciate. And she's so young, but like, it doesn't take away from the fact that she's got feelings as well, and she feels like certain times I don't pull up as the sister that she wants, you know. Yeah, and I was telling her, like, every conversation that we have, me and her, requires a different me, the deputy parent, the friend, the sister. And in all of that, I'm trying to look out for her at all times, you know. Um, so yeah, so I think I've been wearing my deputy parent cap for too long, and she felt like I was not like a sister to her. You know what I mean? I was very disciplinarian, so I was just like every time trying to discipline her instead of like listening out and hearing what she's got to say. So I'm very much excited about that. Yeah, so I felt really good yesterday. I went home, and for the first time I talked to my parents about like the pressures I've been feeling, you know, big for the first time. Hear me out. For the first time. Um, and I got so emotional when I was thinking about it because for the first time I was able to tell my parents exactly how I feel. I was able to communicate my pressures, my fears, and my challenges, you know. One of the challenges that I will share with you guys now, that I don't feel like it's too heavy, is that I want my dad to see me graduate, which he did, and I want my dad to see me have my first car. I want my dad to see me have my baby, you know, like to have my first baby. And like I want my dad to see me travel the world. Those are the pressures that I feel, my dad and my mom, because funny enough I thought my mom was young. Newsflash, she's not as young as I thought, you know. um, Also because I don't keep track of my parents' age, which is a bad thing, I know, but like I was always like, oh, my mom is the young one. Oh, it's fine because she'll be there for everything. And you don't realize that it can be the other way around. Things don't happen the way that you think will happen, you know? And I'm a person who wants things to happen, like, not on my terms necessarily, but like within my space time. And if I've written a timeline, I need everything to happen exactly when I have planned it to happen. But I had this conversation with them and they put me at ease. They were like, child, we are not in a rush. We are not in a rush, and we appreciate that you've kept our imfundiso zethu singabazali. You know, you've kept our teachings, and you are like, yes, we do want you to get married so that you can have children because ifuna bazulwane and everything, but we appreciate that so far you have kept everything that we have taught you, you know, at heart. Like, your morals are unshaken, you have not shifted away from your values. So we appreciate that so much, and we want you to live your life according to what you want and what you are planning your life to be, not necessarily what we want. Yes, we'd like a few little children running around, mainly because we know that you've reached the milestone of knowing that you can work and supply for your children and supply for your future, you know, and cater for your children and stuff. So like, these are conversations that I know that are not supposed to be like a hectic conversation that I have, or like something that bothers me. Not, it shouldn't be something that bothers me so deeply, but it does, you know. It does, because I see a lot of people losing their parents. I see a lot of people, you know, like going through so much, man. And I want, I had this thing of wanting things to go my way, so that by the time these things happen, then I know that at least my dad had an experience, at least my mom had an experience, at least when they do rest, they've seen me prosper, you know? So yeah, that's like one of the things. There are like much more deeper things besides that. I'm just making an example with that one thing because I feel like everyone, if not most people, do want to have their families and all of that, you know? So yeah, man, it's been good to hear my parents say, listen, there's no pressure at all. Do things in your own pace and do whatever you want to do, and we okay with that. So to hear them say that, like, I can't explain it, but my heart was so at peace. My heart was so at peace. I started thinking about, oh, what if I just want to travel the world, and I've even forgotten what I want for myself, the way I was putting my parents first. Like, I've even forgotten what I wanted for myself personally. You know, it has always been a thing: get the next goal, get the next goal. Every time it's like that for me: get the next goal, get the next goal, because I want to make them proud. You know what I mean? Like, I want them to feel like, oh, yes, 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 now we can rest, you know? Um, I've been forcing my siblings to get on it and work hard, you know. And that's why I feel like my sister was saying, like, I'm always a deputy parent, because I'm just like, I really need you guys to do this for your parents. I need you guys to focus. I need you guys to go to school. I need you guys to prioritize school so that you guys can graduate, and then your parents can see you guys graduate one day, you know, and give them that satisfaction and that joy, you know. So it's been like heavy on my heart, man. It's been heavy on my heart. apart. So now when they said like, live your life, do you, boo, and don't worry about, like, suddenly I didn't know whether I still want to have a family. I know I do want to have a family, but like not as soon as I wanted it. And I, like, there's a lot of things that was just like, oh, maybe I can just go traveling. I've been searching like how to apply for jobs overseas, how to travel. I've been doing that. And yeah, so I didn't sleep yesterday. I literally slept this morning, which is Sunday, at like 2 o'clock. So that's why I couldn't wake up for church. But yeah, but church is another conversation on its own. I am trying to um, figure out how my spirituality is, like what's going on there. I am trying to figure that out, and it's very difficult. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, like emotionally, I am doing amazing. It's Sunday for lovers, and as the potato that I am, I was just in my car and like jamming to a lot of songs. I was listening to Metro just before I picked up this camera, and I was about to journal my feelings, journal my thoughts, especially after speaking to my parents yesterday. I just feel revitalized and yeah, and at peace. I think you guys can see my skin is glowing. My mom was like, why is your skin glowing, child? And I was like, man, God has been really, really faithful. I haven't been consistent with praying and reading the Bible, but I do try, because I did promise myself that whenever I write an entry, I need to like write a Bible verse with that, And I do reread my own like journals. I reread it and my own entries, and yeah, I just reflect, and I am thankful. Sometimes it's quite emotional that I can't really like reread them, but yeah. Yo guys, yesterday I drove from Plumstead. I went to my house, picked up my sister, drove towards Klapmats, and from Klapmats drove to Paul. There's a restaurant there, but when we got there with my sister, they said they're not serving food anymore. They had closed the restaurant part where they made food, and they opened up the wine tasting section. So we were like, remember my sister's like 17, 16, so she can't be drinking alcohol, child. Then I drove to Stellenbosch. Through Stellenbosch, I drove to Kels River, and I did like there are some buildings that are on show. I went to just go see how they look, whatever, and then from there drove straight to Hazendale. Got there, they were talking about the entrances on the other side. I was just like, sure. Then drove back to Kraaifontein, drove straight up and towards Buren, because my sister said she knows that there's a bossa somewhere there, and we were there, and it was amazing. And then drove her back home, and then picked up my brother, and then my brother is here with me for the meantime, just in case the strike begins again. But yeah, I hope not. Yeah, so I am feeling really, really good. Yeah, happy Sunday, guys, and I promise I'm gonna edit and post this. Okay, happy Sunday, guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. I will do another video, and maybe from Monday I will do another video, whether it's like small snippets, but I'll try and like do videos as consistently as I can. Then I'll edit them into one and then post that. Bye guys. Oh, there's something that I also just want to say, is that what I might be struggling from and receiving pressure from would never be the same as what you might be like receiving pressure from or struggling with, or and that's completely fine. I do want us on this channel to hold grace and space for each other, and be intentional about trying to understand someone else's view and not really bash another person down. Yes, I just want to put that disclaimer that these are stuff that I'm going through personally. It probably isn't the same for someone else. Some people don't even prioritize families. They don't prioritize like their spirituality. They're not big on that, and that's completely fine. I know a couple of girls that are like, they don't want children, and that's okay, and their parents are okay with that. I know a couple of gents that are like, listen, having a lifetime partner for me is a no-no, and if they do change, that's completely fine, you know. And if I change, that's completely fine too, you know. We need to kind of like hold those spaces for us, for ourselves, and for our friends, and for our loved ones, and for people that we meet on the net. You know, we don't have to kind of like bring them to now the box, the interrogation box, to say you said, you know. And yeah, but otherwise, bye guys.